Well, let's cross live now to Vauxhall in London. France 24's correspondent Bénédicte Paviot is standing by for us. Bénédicte, great to have you. So polling stations there now open.
Yes, so millions of people across England, across Scotland and across Wales are invited to cast their ballot today. These are, I will repeat it, local elections, but there's no doubt that they're going to have an influence very much in Westminster and on this Labour government. And as you said, polls have really been dire. We have to be careful what we say because we don't want to fall foul of British laws on reporting. So, yes, those polling stations opened here at 7 a.m. local time. They close at 10 p.m. local time. And we're in an interesting borough where one of the parties that is said to be going to do well across the country and it was the Greens, and we will see, but we will be more at liberty to talk about that after 10 p.m. local time, and throughout the night we'll be getting results, but the bulk of results won't be till Friday lunchtime and then Friday afternoon, spilling into the weekend. But of course, you mentioned those devolved parliaments of Scotland and Wales. Labour seems very much in trouble there as well. Wales, where it looks like it's a two-horse race, but the point is, across all these elections, it looks like it's no longer a two-horse race between the Labour Party, the governing Labour Party, and the Conservatives. It looks like, actually, in Wales, it's going to be a two-horse race between Reform UK and Plaid Cymru. Plaid Cymru, who very much hopes that that they will win there. In Scotland, we think it looks like the Scottish National Party will do well and will yet again win. A few months ago, it had been actually the Labour Party, but let's remember that there's this particular situation where you've got Anna Sawa, the Labour leader in Scotland, who actually called for Keir Starmer's resignation, which, as we know, didn't happen because nobody followed his call for it. But lots of rumours, of course. So we will see cost of living, education, housing, very much a preoccupation of families and of young people, and the knock-on effect of what is happening in the Strait of Hormuz on gas, on oil, on food, on very many products, very much in people's minds here today.
Well, Benedict, these elections are being framed very much as a referendum on British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, aren't they?
They are, and we will see. Of course, there will be, as soon as some of the results start coming in, probably around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Local times. I said the bulk of the results really will be during the day on Friday, spilling into the weekend. And it will be, we expect some sort of statement from the Prime Minister quite rapidly. But of course, what consequences will he draw? All those rumours swirling around for several weeks already. The Labour Party is not a party that likes to decapitate its leader. It does not have the same efficient machine that the Conservatives do. But yes, what conclusions will be drawn from whatever results are? But if it turns out that Labour have lost badly, for example, as it's thought it might do in London, which has been a bastion, a reliable one for Labour up until now, if it is no longer that, if it is also beaten in Wales, beaten in Scotland, and I should mention that there are no elections at the moment in Northern Ireland this year. That will be next year for local elections there. But then will there be a big reshuffle? Will he invite Angela Rayner, the former Deputy Prime Minister, back into the cabinet? There are rumours of that. Are some of the candidates ready? We know that Andy Burnham, the Mayor of Greater Manchester, is not even yet a Member of Parliament. So there are a lot of things that aren't yet in place for a possible proper leadership challenge. But we will see. That is for another time. Today, it's very much about seeing what the turnout is, what the mood is, and as you said, very much a key test, the first in 2 years since that general election that Labour won very comfortably. But the mood of the people is very fractious, and it really looks like we're going to be entering a new era here in the United Kingdom of multi-political parties and no longer at all a dominance of the two formerly big beasts of Labour and Conservatives.
Benedict, thank you so much for that update. Bénédicte Paviot.